Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Two for One Special Podcast. My name Randall, and with me, as always, my boy LJ and the OG Dad himself. Man, y'all go ahead and say what up to the listeners, man.
What's up?
What
What's
up?
up?
All right, everybody. Now, welcome back. Now, welcome back to another episode. So, on today's episode, we gonna talk about some sports, but the main topic is gonna be about Caitlin Clark because I don't know. I don't see the problem. I don't know where this came about. All I know is all last week, Caitlin Clark and the WNBA been all over the place, more than the NBA Finals to me. I don't know about y'all, but to me. So we gonna talk about that and see how y'all feel about that. But before we get into the main topic, Dad, you got any sports news that you want to share with the people?
Well, start off with the finals because you spoke of it. The Boston Celtics, um, for the most part, ran through the Dallas Mavericks in Game One.
Right.
They ended up winning by 20 something, but like they were up by 27 at one point. It got cut down to like five at some point,
Mm-hmm.
but like Boston went right back and blew them out.
Right.
So, and by far the best player in the game for what it looked like it was Jalen Brown and not Jason Tatum. So, first off, I want to ask you, what are your impressions on the game one of the finals?
You go. You want to go first, David?
Nah, you go first.
Okay, so I was to be honest with you, I was half and half because here's the one to say. I gotta wait until tonight and see how they play because we all know Boston is chokeaholics when it comes to the NBA finals. Any finals in the name, Boston figures some way to choke. Now, if they win tonight, Game 3 will be the main factor because if they go up 3-0, then Boston win. But if Mavericks somehow win tonight, then I'm like, yeah, I don't think they gonna win. But we just gotta wait and see because Boston is hit or miss. They choke when it's time to shine, but when it's not time to shine, they go crazy because they got shooters. They got nothing but shooters on that team. And then I forgot old dude who came back to center 7'3", 7'5" dude. I forgot his name.
Porzingis.
Porzingis. He came back and I don't know what happened to him or who took over his body, but he was just going haywire in game one, shooting threes, getting blocks, running from half court like no other 7-footer I ever seen run. So we just gotta wait and see. 'Cause like I said, they got the shooters. They damn sure got the shooters. And now they got the big man back. And if he playing like if he can play like this for 5 games straight, Boston winning. Cause ain't nobody stopping him. He was literally running through their whole team. Luca, I think Kyrie had to guard him maybe for a split second. Like no, Dallas can't stop him. That's all I gotta say.
Uh, I saw I saw a bit of the game. I stopped watching because I didn't like either of the teams. They are right to me, but I'm not interested that much in either one of the teams. And then two, it was a blowout when I stopped. So I said it don't really make no sense to continue watching. So it's interesting. I think the reason Porzingis had a good game is because he was coming off of a little injury, as well as he had history with Dallas, and he had said earlier in the week, I think it was like the day before the game, he had said like my I have no ill will toward Dallas or how that relationship ended or whatever, and I'm still good friends with Luca. But obviously, maybe that's not completely true with how he played. So you never know with those type of things. Uh, but yeah, I think it seems like it's going to be a good game. I think Dallas just wasn't prepared for Boston. Uh, I think tonight will be a better game, and I think even if they lose tonight, I think they go back to Dallas and win their 2 games, and then you be tied up there.
Okay. Now, next question I want to ask: if Jaylen Brown wins Finals MVP, what does that say about Jason Tatum, who's supposed to be the better player?
For the longest, they trying to split Jalen and Tatum up for whatever reason. I don't know why. If I was, if
Because they do the same exact thing.
that
Yeah,
that is
they're the
true.
same player pretty much.
That is true. But if here's my thing, if it was me personally, I wouldn't care, cause I'm just there to win games. I don't care if I win the MVP or not or anything. I don't care if I get an extra bonus because I win the MVP. Me personally, I just want to win games and be happy and chill. That's me. Now, how Tatum and Jason Tatum feel, that's a different story. He probably want an extra meal or extra two. But me personally, I wouldn't stress it. If he won, good. He just knows that he better not start switching up. They think like he the head honcho of Boston. If he start doing that, then that's a problem. But if he do wins it instead of Tatum and he just the regular chill guy, because he did an interview, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I forgot. But he did an interview where he said that on my off time, I legit just stay home, chill, and watch Harry Potter, and that's it. That's legit what he said. So if he keep that same mentality if he wins MVP, and if I was Tatum, I wouldn't even stress about it.
I would, because that would mean it's time for when it comes back to who do we sign when people contract comes back up around, or who do we give more money to, or who we gonna ask to take a pay cut. They're not gonna ask Jalen Brown to take a pay cut this time.
Nah, because Jalen Brown got the highest contract in NBA.
I thought that was Jason Tatum, or not.
No, Jalen Brown does.
Jalen Brown does. He got the highest contract in the NBA.
Okay, so if I'm Jason Tatum and I think I'm the star of the team and I'm the head honcho, then why I'm not getting paid as it, right?
Right.
So he will feel some type of way that he's not getting paid the most amount of money, while Jalen Brown is okay because he's getting paid the most amount of money. He can still be the same way, and then he can also say, I also don't have all that responsibility because everybody put it on Jason Tatum. So I'm good. So he has no reason to switch up because he's got getting paid the most. He gets to just go out there and play, and nobody really criticizes him because they are mostly not. Now he does get his fair share of criticism, but for the most part, it goes to Jason Tatum if the team is not doing well. Correct. So
I feel it. So that's why I got about basketball. Now, to talk about football, we got mini camps going on and OTAs just happened.
I know exactly what you're about to say. I know exactly what you're about to say.
I mean,
I know exactly what you. Go ahead and say it, Dad. Go ahead and say it.
well, what I was going to say is that a lot of players are really looking good right now, especially like when the rookies are coming out. They said this might be the best rookie class in a while as far as like being prepared for the NFL and stuff like that. You could attribute some. I believe you could contribute some of that to like NILs because like now that they don't have to chase the money, the people they can focus on getting better. In my opinion,
Right.
they say Caleb out there like slinging the pill pretty good. Every once in a while he looks like a rookie. Jaden Daniels saying that he's doing good. He's very accurate. They're saying in Denver that Zach Wilson is in the mix for QB1. How y'all feel about that?
I don't care. That's not my team no
Either
more,
way
so.
it goes, either way it goes, we don't have a QB. That's all I got to say. Cause Zach was the laughing stock of the NFL not too long ago. Bo is a rookie. Now I will give him credit. He is way better than what he was at Auburn. I will say that. But this is a different ball game. He facing to get real grown mans now that who was in college. If you weigh 350, 380, it took you maybe 8 minutes, not 8 minutes, 8 seconds to get the bow. Or yeah, to get the bow. But now you face a get grown man who's 380, who can rush you for maybe 2 to 3 seconds and get hit like a freaking freight train. So it's a toss up. I don't know. Bo could be doing. He could probably be phenomenal. Be like Zach. I think that's his name. Zach at Seattle. Everybody thought Seattle gonna get washed until he came in. Until he became a QB, and everybody like, oh, we sorry he improved because of Russell Wilson's shadow. So Bo could be like that. But you gotta wait to see.
I don't care either way. Again, it's not my team no more. So
True that.
So what's your team now,
I went
LJ?
to, I went to
I don't
Detroit
have
Lions.
one. I'm just gonna watch the season.
I went to the Detroit Lions. I like Dan Campbell.
Okay. And that's pretty much what I have for the short version. We will talk more about other things today too. So it's pretty much all that I have right now.
Gotcha. Now, Caitlin Clark. Why did this blow up all over the place? Last week, I don't know, but I think it started. I forgot who they were playing. Whoever was they playing with? Angel Reese team, I think.
Chicago.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. But for everybody who don't know or who don't keep up with sports, something happened. I don't know what happened, but something happened, and they were about to pass the ball, or they was taking the ball out, and whoever had the ball was about to pass it to Caitlin Clark. I forgot the girl name, but she was on Chicago Sky. She came out of nowhere and just shoved Caitlin Clark, and that have a huge uproar in the WNBA. Angel Reese, after the game, I don't know what she said, but she said something that took it to the next level, and everybody start going crazy. Stephen A. say something that made I forgot who he had on the first tape, but but that lady, she was going off on
Monica
him.
McNutt.
He was going off on him because of what he was saying. People, Pat McAfee, I think that's his name, but Pat, first name
Pat McAfee.
there you go. He, I don't want to say it on his because we finna put it on YouTube, but he called her a WB for whatever reason. Why I don't know.
There's context to that though. There's context.
Okay,
to that.
but he called it that, and then people saying, "Oh, they should protect Caitlin Clark. She the golden child of the WNBA. She the reason why the WNBA where they at now." Others, reporters and commentators saying that they should let Caitlin Clark win games because it would bring more eyes. And then after it, just all hell broke loose after that. So I don't know what's going on with the WNBA, but I'm gonna say mine last. But we're gonna start off with Dad since he's the sports guy between me and LJ. So Dad, what's your take of what's going on with the WNBA and Caitlin Clark?
So, first, let me say this: the lady who shoulder checked Caitlin Clark, play before that, Caitlin Clark elbowed her in the face.
Okay.
So, they're not showing that as much. Some people mention yes, but they're not showing that as much because it's not fitting the narrative right now.
Right.
Because earlier this season, Caitlin Clark's getting beat up and down, getting set hard screens on her, stuff like that.
Right.
Here's the thing. 2024, I believe, is the year that women's sports does a whole 180 and everybody's watching. I'm watching the WNBA like almost every day now when it comes on. I was watching girls softball earlier. Women's sports is doing a lot right now.
Right.
So, Caitlin Clark brought a lot of eyes to this to the WNBA because how she was balling in college. They're trying to warn people. Say, hey, she's doing great in college, but when it comes to WNBA, she's not going to be scoring 50 points a game or 40 points a game or whatever. She's not going to be doing that over here. We got grown women over here. And sure enough, like
she doing the same thing.
She's balling, but she's not doing what she was doing.
Right.
She's I think she's averaging like 18 to 19 points a game, maybe even 20. But if anybody has stepped up, it's been Angel Reese. I feel that watching her games is that she knew the competition was going to be tougher, and she stepped her game up to where she's more aggressive now.
Right.
And I'm gonna be honest, like there's all this talk about why Caitlin Clark wasn't put on the Olympic team. You look at that roster, who are you gonna take off? There's literally everybody that's on that roster is better than her right now. So she really doesn't have a spot. So while I think Caitlin Clark is going to be great, and she's doing great things with WNBA, getting more exposure. They had 22,000 people or 20,000 people in the Indiana game this weekend. The NBA Finals had 19,000. So it's doing numbers, and like it is looking great. But do I think they need to go easier on her? No. She needs to learn. And the way the season works too, it's crazy because like right after college, you're going right into the WNBA season. There's no break. So actually, I think like her not being in the Olympics actually helped her. She can finally rest up a little bit because she's been going nonstop for the past like 9 months. So I think she can use the break, and I think that I'm more wanting to see Caitlin Clark season 2, which is an off season. She can relax and she can like lift or whatever she needs to do. So, but she is going to have to get stronger.
Gotcha. I mean, I think before you talk about Jay, I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw somewhere. Was it on? I think it was on Facebook. It was on either Facebook or Twitter. I think it was on Twitter though. They said that there's been reports after the WNBA season's over with, Caitlin Clark is going to be training with Draymond Green. How true that is, I don't know. But that's what I saw and heard.
They're picking up a narrative to where somebody said she needs somebody like Draymond Green to train her to be tougher.
Yeah.
But she's not training with him though.
Okay. Like I say, I don't know how true that is because I just seen it for like a quick second because I thought they were trolling, and then I kept on seeing them around. I heard, and I was like, oh well, I think it's true, but like I said, I don't know how true that is. But LJ, what's your take on Caitlin Clark and what's going on with the WNBA?
So it has to be said because I believe this just a bit. But because it's because of these college stars that WNBA is starting to pop off. Now the WNBA had great players in it. That's not what I'm saying. But people had done followed these college stars for at least 2 years,
Right.
and the rivalry they had during the NCAA, and so they were like, "I'm just going to keep following them when they get to the big leagues," and that's why there's more eyes on them.
Right.
So yes, some people are saying like you need to protect Caitlin Clark because she's getting views, and that's true. But it's not just her; it's the other ones. Now, I'm not going to say Angel Reese is filling up seats in wherever in Chicago or whatever. I don't know. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. I don't know. But I'm sure when it's Chicago versus Indiana is who Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, Indiana.
Yeah. But I'm sure when those two face off, everybody gonna want to go see that match because they remember college and remember them going crazy at each other. So that's what happened. And I had this conversation with my mama earlier, and she explained it to me like this. She was like, Caitlin Clark is like Larry Bird. And what she meant by that is like when Larry Bird came in, they caught as soon as he came in and was starting to play okay, not as Larry Bird, we know him today. They start calling him the Great White Hope. He's the next best thing in basketball. He's this, he's that, and she says it reminds her of that. So I think that's kind of what you get is that you see people sticking to her because maybe because she's white, maybe because she's a shooter, who knows why. But they're sticking to her. They like her, and they only want her to succeed. They could care less about the league. They only want her to succeed. Because even people right now are saying that she don't make no money, which I didn't realize WNBA salaries was that low. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's low. Yeah.
they're pretty low. But it's going to be thanks to her and the people that came with her that's going to bump everybody pay raises up. Because you can't just have, you're going to pay a rookie like $5 million. You can't just pay that rookie $5 million and not play the vet that has 2 championships on the team, 750K or $1 million. That can't happen. You gotta at least double it. So hopefully we start seeing changes and making more money. Again, it has to be reasonable because you have to make sure people. The only way they make money is if people come in to get seats. But like I said, with Caitlin Clark and the rest of the crew coming in, it seems like more and more eyes are going to be on there. More and more money is going to be flowing in, and it's going to be a win-win for everybody. But I do think there's a couple of people who are jealous that is happening with her, and are, I won't say messing with her, but making it tougher on her. Now I don't really know about what happened in that Chicago game, other than I saw her get hit, and when I saw her get hit, I was just like, oh, she pushed her out the way. Okay, I didn't realize it was like a huge issue. It was literally on my feed on Twitter. I was going up. I saw the push. I said, "Oh, they pushed her." Okay, and I went on about my business. And then the next day, I see everybody going off about the girl pushing her, and I was like, I didn't even think that was a bad push. I
It got upgraded to a flagrant one. It was called a common foul at first. They got upgraded to a flagrant one.
I heard that. I still look at it. I'm like, I don't see what makes it a flagrant one, but okay. I I just didn't see it. I saw it as because I didn't see like no. Well, there was an intent behind it because he wanted to push her down, but I didn't see like when I think of a flagrant one. I'm thinking you about to knock somebody out, about to step on them, kick them everywhere. Like you're about to have a street fight with them. Is what a flagrant one to me is. I thought that was just a she being a bully. I'm gonna push you down and call it a foul at worst or flagrant two and call it keep pushing. But
So, just just to cap off some things that you said, LJ. Um, Caitlin Clark right now for her WNBA salary is making 70K a year.
70K a year. And then just think about the NBA rookies. I think they already in the $1 million range. So it's
Yeah,
just, that's crazy to me.
yeah, it's pretty wild. Um, but with that being said, um, the push that Caitlin Clark got, it was a it was a cheap shot, but like you have to tell the whole story though too. Like she got a cheap shot at first, you know.
Right.
Caitlin Clark did hit her for elbow, but everybody's looking at Caitlin Clark as the golden child, the savior of the WNBA. That that they say she shouldn't be touched pretty much. So, which and she does need to be touched though. To be honest, she needs to tough it up. Um, Not making the comparison, but like it happens all to everybody. It was happening to Jordan when he came in the league. You know, like he was getting roughed up.
But the thing about it is, I haven't heard nobody like, or not her. I haven't heard her complain about it. Unless I'm wrong. I feel like I haven't heard nobody. I haven't heard her complain about it. I've heard others complain about it for on her behalf, like host commentaries and people like that. But she said it's just. I feel like she kept saying it's just part of the game and what happens. It is what it is. Which I'm like, yeah, it is part of the game. It is what happens. Some people just ain't gonna like you. Some people are just gonna push you to the ground. Some people are going to retaliate that you elbowed them in the face. It's just going to happen. So that's why I kept saying, if she's not making a big deal out of it, then why is everybody else making a big deal out of it? But it's sports, and sports commentary has to have somebody to talk about. So
Right. Yeah, it is being hyper focused right now because it is like technically the slow season. Because once the NBA is done, um, nobody really talk about baseball like that, you know.
yeah, because
And there's
baseball's
so many
boring.
games in between each one that you know it's just a matter of like people got to cover stuff. So, you got anything else to add to it, Randall?
Here's my thing. Caitlyn, well, how can I say this? I don't. I think who said it? Was it Stephen A? Somebody on there. They doing Caitlyn Clark what they do every rookie, pretty much. They bully them, bully ball, and all that stuff. They do it all the time in the NBA. Now, on the other hand, whoever said that they need to let Caitlyn Clark drop 40, 50 points a game and let them win and all the other stuff so they can bring more eyes to it was tripping. I won't do that. But I will say Caitlyn Clark, Angel Reese, and the freshman class that came with them are do play a part as to why the WNBA is getting more eyes. It's getting more eyes on. I think it was I forgot which team. It was like either yesterday or 2 days ago. I've been so busy playing with Destiny, I forgot. But they sold out a arena for the first time in like over a decade, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Because it was because of how many people tune in with the WNBA. So, like I said, I don't know why everybody is revolving around Caitlyn Clark. There's been people, ladies on WNBA that's either the same as Caitlyn Clark or better. Cause you got a freaking WNBA team who won a championship back to back. So I don't see why they ain't talking about them, but they talking about Caitlyn Clark. So they got players. It's just what happened. Here's what going on. They got players who is equal or better than Caitlyn Clark. The only reason why the WNBA got so is getting known now is because of Caitlyn Clark is what she did in college, and how they're gonna be like, okay, so she going to WNBA. I want to see how she gonna do when she go play with the professionals. And so far, she's doing good. She in double digits in points. She not making as many points as she was in college, but she kind of doing the same thing as she was in college because draft night, and I think they had draft, and then I think they had a first game maybe like 4, 5, 6 weeks after that. So she really didn't have that much to train, like these NBA rookies do. Like they got like months, 2 to 3 months to train to get on a professional level. Whereas with them, they only got like maybe a month to get ready to train to play with the professionals.
Not
So
even.
not even
If
a
you
month.
if you make it all the way to the finals, um, to the um, to the NCAA championship, you got like 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks still before the draft,
Yeah,
and after the draft you get 2 weeks after that.
right.
So like,
So like I
because
said, go ahead. I'm
you got
sorry.
combines and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like there's really no break.
So she really didn't get a chance to train with a professional. Like this girl, both Angel Reese, I forgot the other girl who's in the Los Angeles Sparks. I forgot her name. It's tall.
Oh,
Her.
the tall one. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
remember her name right now.
And the other chick, the Spanish chick, that's with Angel Reese. They legit didn't have no time to prepare. Like they was literally playing against college people 2 to 3 months ago. Now they playing against professional ladies, and they doing what they doing. So you just got to give credit what it's due. So whenever the season end, and if they actually instead of traveling the rest of it, they actually tune in, go to camps, and train properly. Man, ain't no telling what they're gonna be doing next year. But I'm glad that what they doing with Caitlin Clark. Cause like I said, WNBA is finally getting eyes on them. They can't say, "Oh, y'all not doing this, y'all not doing that." Now they legit can't say nothing because WNBA is literally at its peak right now. A lot of people are tuning in. A lot of people are trying to get to know the players. And everybody trying to do the history about the WNBA now. And the only thing we got to do with the salary, that I don't know because they don't sell tickets like that. And then I think the arena kind of shrinks to what to the NBA because so that play a role in it too. But I just don't think Caitlin Clark should be like the head face of the WNBA. Because, like I said, whoever mentioned saying that, oh, they should let her drop 40, 50 points and let her win some games to boost up the WNBA some more. Man, no. Heck no. They shouldn't do that. Now,
Adrian Wilson should be the number one face of the WNBA right now.
Right. And,
Adrian Wilson should be.
And her not making the Olympics, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure she wasn't going to make it unless she was just that good.
I wouldn't think a rookie would be making the Olympics unless, the other people just did not want to play on there.
Now, the only way I highly doubt this, but the only thing about that is, with Anthony Davis, he was still at Kentucky, and he was playing for the Olympic team when his coach, I forgot the Kentucky coach, was the head coach for the USA basketball team. Why in the hell Anthony Davis was playing with the Olympics while he was in college, I don't know.
So there's a reason for that.
Okay.
That's a rule that's grandfathered in. It started with Christian Laettner. You always have one rookie on the dream team.
Okay.
Usually put like one rookie on there. Usually the best rookie in the league. So that was already grandfathered in.
Okay.
So the WNBA don't have that because ain't nobody got time for that over there.
Right.
Let's get the best players and let's move out.
Right. So like I said, why they would trip about her not making the Olympics, I don't know. She's a rookie. She legit just got done with college. Let the girl get her foot wet first, and then when the next 4 years come, she gonna be all right. She gonna have 5 years underneath her belt, not 2 to 3 months. So I don't know why they were tripping so much about that. Her not making Olympics team. But
did the U.S. even win the last women basketball?
Oh, women they win all the time.
I was gonna say they dominate.
Okay.
They dominate.
I wasn't sure.
It ain't even close.
I was gonna say between that and soccer, the women's own soccer and basketball in the Olympics.
I don't know about the U.S. women soccer team owning. I know we had a good little run, but I don't know about owning.
They dominate basketball. I know that for a fact.
Basketball, I'm not surprised by. I just thought there was recently something had happened, and I thought they had lost a game or something. It was something. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else.
But nah, they run that though. That's one thing we don't gotta worry about. That's one thing we don't gotta worry about. But this Olympic gonna be crazy because of what all going on. So we just gotta keep a lookout for that. But anything else there?
No, that's it for me for the main story on top of Caitlin Clark.
I got you. Well, this is going to be a short one because I'm finna go back grinding on Destiny and wait for the finals of the NBA finals to drop. LJ probably going to do the same. So this is going to be a little short one because I don't know what was going on last week. Everybody was going crazy. They was complaining about Caitlin Clark and the WNBA. They was talking about they should make her the face of the WNBA. They should make her win games. And then Stephen A was going off on because of her. And then Pat was calling her all types of names for no reason. So I was like, yeah, let's talk about it. But like I said, it's going to be a short one because I'm finna hop back on Destiny and grind some more. So, LJ, what's your final remarks before we head out?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Caitlin Clark will be good in the future. I think people are just putting too much stuff on her right now. And like I said, I didn't think that foul was a flagrant one. I was just a common foul. Let them play, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, what's your last closing remark?
So, I'm gonna say this. Thank you for everybody who showed up and showed out and everything like that. Who's listening to us now? Just know we appreciate you.
Fact.
Also, want to throw out there that I'm more interested in Caitlin Clark season 2. What's happening to Caitlin Clark now is something's gonna happen to Paige Beckers next year. Just watch, you see.
And my closing, oh shoot, drop my phone. Oh, they get it. My closing remark is this. I'm with that because Andrew Reese, Caitlin Clark, the rest of the draft class, they legit was playing in the NCAA tournament no more than a month or two ago, and now they playing against professional ladies, however I want to say. Give them the proper training time because I think the season about to end in a couple months, anyways. Give them the proper training and watch going and look what's going to happen. But I'm glad the WNBA is doing what they're doing now because they've been preaching and they've been fighting for this for years, and now they can't say nothing because now you got the eyes on you. Now you got the person who gonna bring you attention. You got the group of kids or group of ladies now that can bring the attention to you, and now you got the fan base that's going back and saying, "Dang, this one over here was dropping 20, 30 points a game last year, and she broke the record for 3-pointers, blah, blah, blah." So now the WNBA or the players can't say nothing. You got the eyes on y'all, and now it's up to y'all to keep the eyes and attention on y'all. And I just don't know what to say about Caitlin Clark. I guess you just got to train to get tough. To be tough, I'm sorry. Because like LJ said, I haven't heard her say anything, to be honest with you. It's just everybody else saying it. Like, I really haven't heard her complain, unless she's been complaining behind the scenes, which I'm pretty sure she has. But other than that, I really didn't hear nothing from her for real, other than her fussing at the ref. That's about it. But other than that, I haven't actually hear her speak about anything. So I don't know. But we will piggyback on this probably by the end of the season, because I'm gonna see what they're gonna do by the end of the season. But once again, my name is Randall. With me, as always, my boy LJ and the OG Dad himself. And we go by the name of the 2 for 1 Special Podcast. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed this week episode. And before I end, I forgot Xbox should drop their showcase. So we probably going to be talking about that next week. So y'all stay tuned with that. But other than that, man, hopefully y'all enjoyed this episode. And we will catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.